My arch enemy is Mel Gibson, and so this is called Mel Gibson, Get Off My Back, or On the Verge of a Lunar Eclipse, Reggie Cabico is a lethal weapon. I have this dream where I'm carrying Mel Gibson on my back along U Street as all the Afro-Bohemians gawk in disbelief. It was as if Mel Gibson cast me in a Filipino version of The Passion, and instead of carrying a crucifix, I had to carry Mel Gibson. I could feel the Spanish Inquisition, smallpox, muskets, and Pocahontas as John Smith on my back. Mel Gibson, the wife-beating, bipolar, alcoholic, homophobe, slung over my shoulders, a man block of moldy cheese. Mel looks for a lonely brown guy like myself for compassion. Hollywood has rejected him, and now he wants to restart his career by writing poetry. He doesn't say it, but he wants to haunt my world. My world is hosting queer open mics that get bombarded by the religious right. I live in a city where Ellen DeGeneres' breast gets censored and Wojnarowicz art gets pulled out of exhibition for images of ants crawling on a crucifix. I give workshops to teens who hate being broke and faggots. Then it hit me. Am I Mel Gibson? Am I an aging single slam poet in the spoken word community? I didn't look up Mel Gibson in the Dream Dictionary, but I have work to do, young minds to blow, and poems to write. So I wish Mel Gibson would get off my back. Okay, Mel, I might have thought you were hot in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, but find another person of color to straddle.
My older cousins and brothers often teased me and called me a bakla, gay, which was probably the worst thing you could call a little Filipino boy. My parents berated me for acting, quote, like a girl. I was not supposed to like fashion jewelry or makeup, but yet I was obsessed with my mother's closet jewelry box and makeup case. Each time my parents noticed something like this, they either enrolled me in another sport or gave me a look which delivered the messages of disapproval and disappointment simultaneously. Whether they were conscious of their behaviors or not, they were determined to make their son more masculine. I came out to the first person in my life probably when I was 22. And when I tell this to a lot of my, white friends or friends whose families have been in the US for a while, their reaction is usually like, wow, that's really late. And when I tell this to my friends who are immigrants, they say like, wow, that's really early.
When I was writing my poems, that's when I came out. And so, so for me, that poetry was the thing that brought me out, and I was doing the poetry slam at the time, and I'm like, if I'm gonna put it out there, I'm gonna really just put it out there. And it was just, I just could not, it would just, I can't substitute pronouns. So a lot of the stuff I was writing about being gay, being Filipino, and just being angry about it. And I'm not angry about it anymore, I'm just bitter, cynical, and lonely. It doesn't get better, you get bitter. That's not what I say. It gets bitter campaign.
She's always telling me it's a phase. But she doesn't realize that, I've had relationships with girls and guys.